Last night we had drama in a Game 7 doubleheader.
Harris corner three, got it! Tobias Harris, what a Game 7!
You see Harden going right into Darko Rajakovic there, the foul, as tempers flare up.
So we gotta start in Detroit, where the Magic were looking to avoid another humiliation after that epic choke job in Game 6 at home. So Paolo Banchero came out with a purpose.
And if you're for the Orlando Magic, then you have to stay calm as possible.
Suggs gets away, kicks it out to Bane up top. Banchero just gets it off in time and knocks down the three.
That's a good look. I know you want to help out on Cade, but like you said, and here comes Paolo.
Banchero put his team on his back right off the bat, scoring the first 11 points of the game. On the other end, they did a great job defending Cunningham, not letting him get in his groove early. They kept him to only 5 points on 1 of 4 shooting to go along with 2 turnovers. But despite all of that, the Magic lead was just 2 points after 1, because aside from Paolo, the rest of the group shot a miserable 28% from the field. And that remained to be the case in the second period as well.
Banchero against Cunningham, what a matchup between these two. And Banchero now 16 points already. 4 minutes gone by here in the second. Banchero lines it up and nails another three.
He was outstanding during that stretch. One of the reasons, in my opinion, Detroit was able to hold on to the #1 seed.
Paolo continued pounding on the Pistons, scoring 23 points in the first half on 64% efficiency, and the game was pretty much in the balance. However, he had zero help from his teammates, so Detroit used that to go on a hunt before the break.
Harris drills a three-pointer. Tobias Harris to the rim, and he banks it in with a foul. Harris has got the smaller man on him, wants to post up Suggs, spins. Suggs, nice defense, and Harris still knocks it down.
It's a big 1 minute for both teams.
Harris for three.
Oh my goodness! Uncle Harris caught fire at the end of the half, scoring 11 points in less than 100 seconds to cause absolute madness in the arena. This was a part of a humongous 20-6 run, which got the Pistons up by 11 heading into the locker rooms. All of this felt eerily familiar to both franchises, especially the old-school die-hard fans who witnessed this exact scenario 23 years ago. Tracy McGrady was leading the 8th-seeded Magic to a surprising 3-1 lead against the 1st-seeded Pistons, with Billups, Rip, Tayshaun, Sheed, and Ben, only to see all of that go to waste in a blowout loss in Game 7. And he was in the studio working on his deja vu game last night as well. Damn, it must have been painful to watch for T-Mac. Anyway, he alongside Magic fans were desperately hoping for a different outcome in the second half, but the Pistons brought them terror.
Thanks, Lisa. In the Game 7 spotlight, but he needs some help. Bad pass that time from Banchero, and Robinson with the stuff. Cunningham the crossover, Cunningham the finish.
Cade blew past Paolo for the one-handed jam to put his team up by 15, forcing Jamal Mosley to call a timeout. And coming out of it, things only got worse for them when...
I don't want to talk bad about him, but that's the definition of not getting too high.
Harris corner three, got it! Tobias Harris, what a Game 7. Cunningham gets inside, an easy floater's good.
Cade continues the cold-blooded takeover, and the lead is suddenly up to 20 points. No shock there, because the Pistons forced 12 turnovers out of Orlando while committing just 3 themselves to that point. Can someone step up for the visitors?
Banchero the offensive rebound. Spins, goes inside, backs it home. Good aggressive move from Banchero. Bane capable of having a big game, has 8 right now. Had that one little stretch, his floater's good. Right on cue again, legs.
Just give a guy some space in the backcourt and let him put his head down and advance it.
Banchero, tough shot. Harris defended him beautifully, he banks it home.
Banchero caps off a 7-0 blitz to narrow the gap to 13 points. Okay, that's a start, but can they build on this? Well, not really.
Jenkins on the drive. Dennis Jenkins, jump shot's good. Shooting with confidence. He's got 8 points off the bench.
By Thompson to at least make Banchero think about that.
Cunningham pulls up. Jumper's good. Cunningham fires away. Got it. Hey, Cunningham with...
Cade returns the favor immediately, bumping the lead back to 20 with his 26th point of the night. Paolo on the other side remained the sole bright spot, scoring half of his team's points. Yeah, you heard that right. Banchero had 30 points on 57%, while the rest of the crew had also 30 on a lousy 27% shooting. You cannot expect to win a Game 7 like that.
Final seconds. Jenkins looking. Jenkins puts it up with a buzzer. It's good! A three-pointer at the buzzer. Dennis Jenkins puts the Pistons up 19 with a quarter to go.
Dennis Jenkins sends the crowd into a delirium with a buzzer-beating three heading into the fourth. Let's go! With all that momentum on their side, the Pistons continued to let it fly at the start of the final period.
Pass inside, Duran kicks it back out. Robinson, Green, wide open, corner three. It's good.
They've got to find the outlets.
Wide open, Jenkins hits a three. Dennis Jenkins with 14 points off the bench. Timeout Orlando. They're starting to celebrate here in Detroit. For the very first time, if the Pistons can hold on here. Harris, what a game for Tobias Harris. Knocks down another. Tobias Harris with 26.
A three-point barrage by Detroit got him up by 25 points. It felt like the beginning of the end for the Magic as they were left without a single trick in their sleeves. In dark times like this, when nothing goes your way on the offensive end, you gotta go back to the roots and create some easy points by playing pressure defense.
But his team right now still in a huge hole. Jenkins taken out of his hands by Suggs. Black goes inside with the stuff. After the first quarter, it was a close game mid-second, and a big run at the end of the second turned this one around. Anthony Blake gets to the rim. Black, by the way, now with 8 points, 5 rebounds. Black throws it ahead. Suggs. Back to Banchero. Banchero drives, goes inside. Shot won't go. Follow is good. All of a sudden, 14-point game and another timeout.
Wait, what's going on? The Pistons relaxed for a couple of minutes and started making careless mistakes, which resulted in a furious 15-4 run by the Magic. They must stop the bleeding now.
Alley-up to Durant, lays it up and in.
Duncan Robinson made sure that Carter could not get off the ground to contest that.
Jenkins to Harris. Harris corner three. It's good. 30 for Harris. Timeout Orlando.
Bang! Tobias Harris schools off the Magic with his 30th point of the night, getting the lead back to 19. To step up like this in a Game 7, this gotta be the greatest performance of his entire career. Both him and Cade became the first Pistons teammates to score 30-plus points in a playoff game since 1977. Cunningham played once again as the leader, scoring 32 on 56% efficiency and dishing out 12 assists in the making. This proved to be too much for the Magic to handle as they seriously lacked a second scoring option in the last 3 minutes after losing Franz Wagner due to injury. Orlando lost their 8th straight playoff series, which is the longest such streak in the NBA. And speaking of that, the Raptors themselves haven't won a playoff series in 6 years, and they had a tough task to change that in Cleveland last night. However, Scotty Barnes and company came up with a plan.
Scotty fading, short corner, bucket. Trying to work on Mitchell. Clock down. High off the window, good. He would not be denied the paint. Shed. Up top. DMB, oh my!
The Raptors got up and running to a 10-point lead in the middle of the first quarter. It was Barnes and Shed who did the most damage in the first half with 14 points apiece, and Toronto was looking good on the road.
Times susceptible to offensive rebounding, but you got to make sure you identify, crash the glass. Ooh, nice move. Assertive basketball.
Shed the deep three.
Facing a double-digit deficit with their backs against the wall, the Cavs relied on their long-range shooting.
In the corner, it's Strus. The three is good. Mitchell getting in the paint. Tyson, Harden left wide open. Three is good. Up by 3. Strus kicks it. And we're tied.
Jalen Tyson ties the game, capping off an electric 11-2 run heading into the break. So, coming out of it, Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley were ready for a fresh start.
In a tied game, those are the reasons that make you look like why the game is so close.
Mitchell gets a switch, working on Barrett. The step back three, got it. Mobley backing in on Pirtle. And a tough shot.
Putting your pressure defensively because the Cavs are in this is not good. You need a timeout.
Spider extends the hot streak for the Cavs to 20-2. That's a knockdown in a Game 7 right there. And Mitchell used the chaos the Raptors were in to put his team up by 10 points, completely turning this game around. But the best thing was yet to come for the home fans because
over top.
And another another turnover back-to-back.
It's aggressive, but you need him on the offensive end. You see Max Strus getting a steal.
Allen with the throwdown, igniting. Lawson gets to the iron, denied by Allen. Scooped up, CMB, denied by Jared Allen.
Jeez, Jared Allen takes over the game on both ends of the court, dominating inside the paint. Get this, he had a double-double of 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks in the third quarter alone. That's ridiculous. He looked like a man amongst boys last night.
Misses his own rebound in the finish.
Allen's heroics put the Cavs up by 19 points at the end of the third, and they made sure to keep the pressure high in the final period as well.
Here's Mitchell. And it's 21 now.
Possession by possession, but you have to get these stops.
Tyson finds Mobley. Mobley to Wade. Mobley. Guarded by Lawson. Finds Wade. Wade, the open three.
Wade puts them up by a game-high 22 points early in the fourth. Spider is flying in the stands for a loose ball. Everything looks good for Cleveland at the moment. There's no way they can let this one slip away, right? Well, we can never be sure in the NBA.
7:45 left here. Scotty on the inside. He's got 24. Raptors 3-on-2 break. Schroeder races back. Barrett gets to the bucket and a timeout taken.
Great execution.
The three, got it, a huge bucket.
Uh-oh, the Raptors went on a huge 27-9 stretch in the last 6 minutes of the game to narrow the gap to 12 points. That's still a solid lead for the Cavs with 3.5 minutes to go, but they can't get too comfy. Toronto came the closest after this three by Jacoby Walter from the left wing, which made it an 11-point game. But what followed left no question of who's moving on.
Mitchell in the paint, up fake, nobody bites, fading, got it. Mitchell, cut off, finds Strus. The three!
Was big time. They needed that wide open, critical shot.
And Mitchell lays it up and in with 1:22 to go.
Mitchell puts the exclamation point on this game with his 22nd point of the night. And while it was mathematically over, we still had a couple of intriguing moments at the end of the game. Like this stumble by Harden directly into Coach Rajakovic, sending him crashing to the floor. Or this unnecessary flagrant foul by Allen on Walter, which caused a little altercation between the players. But one thing is certain, the Raptors are going home and Cleveland is moving on to the second round to face the Pistons. Let me know in the comments who's your favorite in that series. Subscribe for more breakdowns like this, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace out.